What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so yet, smash the like button, subscribe, become a member, go on the Patreon, support the channel any way possible. I appreciate it. But what's up, guys? I'll be joined very shortly by Axel Droga. He's going to join me on the panel today. We got Niner Flight. What's up, buddy? We got Vero Hernandez here as well. What's going on? So guys, we're going to talk about The Flash. We're going to talk about some of the changes that are happening with The Flash that I think are pretty interesting. You know, there's been a lot of reports out there that they are, in fact, changing the ending of The Flash, that they are removing cameos from The Flash to better fit in with the DCU, okay? So there's a few ways to look at this, right? A few ways to look at it. You could say that they're making these changes because they want to integrate the Flash, Ezra Miller, into the DCU, which I think is cool because, I mean, obviously he was an actor that Zack Snyder cast in that role, so it'll be cool to keep him as that role. But really, if all this turns out to be true, right? We know this, that the movie was picture locked. The Flash has been picture locked for quite some time. But if The Flash comes out the way it was supposed to come out, I don't see how it's going to connect to the DCU moving forward, because it's going to be him in an alternate reality in which that universe that he creates at the end with Kaya and with Michael Keaton as Batman, that doesn't exist anymore, because we were supposed to get Batgirl right after The Flash, and we know now that we're not going to get either one of those. John, nice to meet you. We're not going to get either one of those. So because of that, they are making changes to the movie. How much of a change are they going to make? I don't know. We're going to watch a clip from Grace Randolph in just a little bit that just kind of describes what's going on. Take it with a grain of salt. It's Grace Randolph. She is not batting 1,000. So she's had her moments where she's been wrong, she's been right. So take it with a grain of salt when we get to that part. I love tea. Tea is like the greatest drink in the world. Any kind of tea, really. This is actually peach tea, which I don't know why I'm drinking this for, but I'm all out of the other stuff. So I'm trying to get through this right now. Venom Hernandez writes, dude, this is probably has multiple changes for its ending, and that's too much. Yeah. I think it's going through quite a bit of changes. This could become like a Frankenstein kind of movie, which is unfortunate, but we'll see how that goes. But on top of that, we're going to talk about Constantine, which has been up and down the past 2 days. It's like everywhere you look, it's saying how this movie is canceled, but now WB is saying no, it's not canceled. Oh, let's see. Turn that off. So anyway, we are going to be joined by Axel Droga in just a few minutes. Guys, if you have any questions in the chat, please go ahead and post your comments now, or whenever throughout the show, and we'll answer those as well. But let's go right to the rumor about The Flash, okay? Because I mean that's a big deal. Because I mean, look, I want to see this movie, but I don't want this film to go through what happened with Justice League. Okay, I don't want it to get ripped apart, destroyed by a studio because they're trying to make it fit into something that it wasn't intended to. Okay, I don't want it to be Justice League.
Why did you say that name?
Well, and so because of that, I'm hoping the movie doesn't turn to a fucking train wreck because of the fact that they decided to change so many aspects and so many, parts of this movie. And everyone's been saying that it's been testing well, that it's a really good movie, that it's the story is really cool. Brian Hirota and DJ, the visual effects artist from Zack Snyder's Justice League, from all of Zack's movies, they even said this story was really, really cool. And that's what made them stay with it, is that this had a really, really cool story. So my fear is that with all these changes coming up, that it's going to really fuck with the movie, and it's going to be a dog shit movie because they've essentially just dissected it and tore it apart. Okay. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Axel Droga.
No.
Hey
up, man?
guys, welcome to the. I'm your host today, Axel Droga. I'm going to be hosting the Nickatina show, and I do not have privileges to kick anyone out.
So let's see here. So what's up, man? You had to work today, as
yes,
you were
I
saying
had work.
earlier.
You kept texting me. I'm like, oh god damn, I had to run home. I'm like, fuck.
You walk or you run to work? You're on foot.
I ran from work.
Oh, you ran from work. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I ran. Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a job.
Yes, I have a job.
Well, it's summer over there now, right?
Yeah, it's freaking hot as.
So how hot does it get over in Australia?
Once it was like 30 degrees hot.
38 degrees. Oh, in Celsius.
Celsius.
What is that in Fahrenheit? Because over here we do shit like ass backwards.
Oh, really? Oh,
I don't know what that is.
We're in the future, so
yeah, you're in the future. You're already in it tomorrow.
Very humid at the moment, so yeah.
Oof. Is it humid over in Australia?
Yes, it's so humid. It's been raining today, and
does that make it worse?
Yeah, it makes it so much worse.
So, but you're fine if you go inside the house, right?
Yeah, as long as I have air conditioning on, and yeah.
Fuck, it sounds horrible. Well, anyway, I'm sure Australia is a beautiful country, so that's that's good to know. I probably said this a while ago. I think they're going to cut it under 2 hours. Unfortunately, it's going to suffer what happened in 2017. I hope it doesn't. I really do. I mean, no filmmakers should have to go through that ever again. But they're trying to make this film. It seems like they're trying to make it fit into the new DCU. Okay, so
I mean, how many reshoots and re-editings have they gone through? There's only so much you can do before you mess up a whole movie.
Exactly, I agree. Now let's go to the article right now so we can kind of take a look at it. And this comes from the Direct. So let's take a look at this. Okay, now here is that.
This from Boris Kitt.
I don't fucking know. Rumor: The Flash has reportedly stripped out Michael Keaton's Batman and Sasha Calle's Supergirl from the ending of the movie. Now, we talked about the ending on Monday. We talked about how
Tuesday, actually.
Well, yeah, but we talked about how he was going to be in this alternate reality where he all of a sudden he realizes that he sees Keaton come out of the step out of the car, and that Bruce Wayne is the Michael Keaton Bruce Wayne, and that Sasha Calle comes flying down like, "Hello, Barry."
Are they going to be what the hell? Are they going to be on the steps at the end of the Phantom Menace, where they're going to be like, "Yay, we're all here"?
Basically. But now it looks like that's all been changed, and rightfully so, because look, there's no way that you can keep that ending and then move forward into your Aquaman and into the rest of the DCU as it unfolds, because it wouldn't make any sense. Yeah. It'd be like, okay, so where's Keaton after this? He's not going to be anywhere because they're not going to move forward. Yeah, so Keaton is going to be a one-off at this point, based on what we're seeing here.
Which is what it should have been in the first place.
It's what it should have been in the first place. I agree. It should have been a one-off where at the end he says goodbye to Barry, and then Barry goes back to his original timeline. The Snyderverse. And then we carry on from there. And that would have been fine. That would have been such a cool story to see. Bad, like the whole story itself. I mean, look, and this is what I think that James Gunn is going to do. Okay, based on everything we're hearing on all these leaks, on all these articles, it sounds like what he's trying to do is they're going to get rid of that crazy ending, right? Get rid of that altogether. That shit's gone, right? And so then what they're going to do is they are going to reshoot this ending so that essentially he has to have some kind of resolution at the end. Now, if you cut out the cameo spots of Keaton and Calle, whatever, I don't know how much of a scene you have to kind of work with. So I would imagine they're going to reshoot a scene to give him an ending. Now, according to Grace Randolph, we're going to get more than that. So let's actually go to that really quick. Hold on, let me pull this off. Let me find that, because she had some very interesting things to say. Of course, I didn't share with audio, so let me go ahead and do that again. And so this is Grace Randolph's take on what's going to happen with the Flash. So let's go to that now.
You should have played the so.
Oh God, no, I don't even want to hear that. All right, so She says that James Gunn has cut all the character teases from the ending of the film, which makes sense, including Keaton's Batman and Kaye's Supergirl. You know what? I never thought that fans would be upset that they're cutting Keaton and Kaye's scene at the end. Remember how for a while everybody was like, "Oh no," or like "Fuck them,"
Yes,
like that's not that's not our DC. Fuck that shit. And now it's like, oh, we're gonna cut them. Oh, that's fucked up.
Because do you remember at the beginning of 2022, Grace Randolph made that tweet saying, "This is the new DC, and we just all have to accept it." Like it was just going to be Supergirl, Batgirl, and Wonder Woman. Like,
well, that was Hamada's plan, and it was a shit plan, which is why they deviated off that. They were like, "Man, fuck this, we're not going to do that shit." And I think what DeLuca and Abney, with some help from Alan Horn, is they probably say, "Hey, look, instead of doing that, let's just course correct and just use the characters we already have until we get a guy in here. We get a person in here who can run the ship." And then once James Gunn stepped in, he said, "Okay, thanks a lot, but you guys are all fired because I'm going to do my own thing now." I mean, he didn't really fire them, but he's saying he essentially came in and said, "Okay, I see what you did here, but I'm going to do this. So sorry." Honestly, I wouldn't care, to be honest. Walter Hamada forced Supergirl and Keaton's Batman. Let's be real. And that's the thing, is that at the time, Hamada didn't know how to get past Ben Affleck. He didn't know how to do that. He didn't know. Essentially, I don't think Affleck was going to come back for anything. And so he said, okay, let's just, he knew that well, I shouldn't say that, because he got Affleck to come back in The Flash for the first part of the movie. But I don't think he was able to secure him for Batman, for the future, right? And so what do you do? And I think that the easiest solution was, let's just bring back Michael Keaton, because everyone loves Michael Keaton. You can't go wrong with Michael Keaton because everyone loves him. He's beloved. But then when these guys came in, they were like, "Yeah, no, this is done. We're not going to do that." Okay, so let's hear what Grace Randolph had to say about what James Gunn is doing with The Flash. So here we go.
Now, let me tell you a little bit of Flash tea. I found out,
Can you hear that okay?
That in The Flash, they've stripped out, James Gunn has instructed them to strip out all of the teases at the end of the movie. Henry Cavill's been taken out. Gal Gadot's been taken out. Sasha Calle has been taken out.
I don't like that Gal Gadot has been taken out. But I understand if he's going to recast her. I mean, she's an expensive actress at this point. So it wouldn't surprise me that they recast her. Well, and here's the thing too, is that if you're going to move forward with a younger cast, it's kind of weird to have like an older Aquaman, or at least older than the younger actors. Same with Gal as well. But let's continue.
So that's why I think they're going with a different Supergirl. It's just going to be Barry just runs between the universe, the multiverse, and everything's going to stay in the movie. I also heard that Michael Keaton was taken out of the end as well. So they're all out. It's just going to be Ezra Miller comes back to some other reality. So Ezra Miller is truly the Flash wild card that he is in the comics, and he can go wherever he wants. But they're not going to keep anything from that movie, at least in the main universe. It's just all the promises of that ending have been stripped out. I heard that they are filming a special cameo with a character from a long time ago in the DC world. So I think that's going to emphasize that Barry can do whatever he wants. But that's a really, really big deal. And I do believe because of that, Sasha Calle is not the Supergirl that they're discussing here. Because there is a Supergirl movie that they're making, which we're going to talk about.
So that's a great shot of her right there.
Yeah.
Now we talked about this on the Monday show. We said how, I mean, I was saying it, and I think you agreed as well, is that James Gunn is not, I don't think, is going to bring Sasha Calle over as his Supergirl. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think he's going to recast her. He's, because if she is not in the end credit scene for The Flash, then she remains in that other universe where Keaton's Batman is at. She remains there. And so you can easily just have him, have The Flash hit the multiverse and then pop out in a universe that is either the new DCU or is whatever you want it to be, especially if you're going to be shooting a whole new scene.
Yeah, I think that's James Gunn's gonna want to do his own stuff. Like he's gonna want to bring on his own cast, and yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
No, he's gonna
That's
bring
good.
in he's gonna bring in his own people and do his own thing. Gal Gadot, I don't know if she is going to be Wonder Woman moving forward.
Yeah, because like a few weeks ago, the Ratcatcher actress like took a photo of herself with like a statue of Wonder Woman or like a I don't know, like a something.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna go with her. I mean, she's pretty hot, but she's no gal. I'll tell you that. What the fuck are you wearing?
It's just like I wore on the plane. It's fucking it's good to rest with.
Oh, all right, whatever. All right, so that's what she says, and then she talked about how they're gonna film a cameo with an older character, a DC character. So if you ask me, I mean, I really hope it's not going to be some fucking CGI Christopher Reeve Superman that he interacts with. That's like, I'd be like, come on, man, what the fuck are we doing here?
You know, WB saw that technology in Boba Fett and with Luke Skywalker, and they were like, oh,
imagine if he comes out into a reality where he thinks he's home, and then Christopher Reeve comes hovering down like, yeah, can I help you with something, or you seem lost?
No, I'm a big fan of Justice. Oh god.
But what sucks is that, look, we had heard rumors that Cavill had filmed the cameo for the Flash, and now that's been taken out.
Yeah.
And which fucking sucks, because I wanted to see Cavill one more time, and we're not. Now, one of the reasons why I really want to see the Flash, okay, is because I want to see Ben Affleck's Batman one more time. And we're going to see that in the beginning of the movie. I don't think they're going to cut that out because there's no point. I don't think it really affects anything else. Maybe they do. I don't know. But that's one of the reasons why I want to see it, right? Shazam, Fury of the Gods, is going to have Wonder Woman in the movie. It's not just a cameo. She actually has a whole scene with him. So, it's going to be kind of cool. Okay. But it says here they're filming a new cameo with a character from a long time ago to show that this Barry can go anywhere he wants. From a long time ago. The only character I could think of would be a Christopher Reeve Superman.
The only person I can think of is Bale. Christian Bale.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd come back for that. He'd be like, I don't think so.
I don't helicopter. I don't think so. He did Love and Thunder, so
I know, but still, they paid him a fuck ton of money to be in that as well. But I mean, going back to this, let me go ahead and pull this back up.
Or it could be Ryan Reynolds or Linda Carter.
It could be. I hope it's not Linda Carter. That would fucking suck. Dude, that was rumored to be the ending. Actually, what's up, Sean?
Hey.
But I mean, look. Okay, so I think now that the wheels are in motion and now that he has his slate already, put out there, I think yes. You know what? There you go. That could easily be it right there. And again, you're doing CGI. But yeah, it could be Adam West Batman that he runs into, and you're like, what the fuck? And plus, that would be such a wacky cameo that you would know that he's not in the DCU, that he's just in another universe altogether.
Or I think it could be John Wesley Shipp's Flash. Maybe.
It could be that as well from the show. That'd be really cool. I would totally dig that. It just, man. I have not read Freddy versus Jason versus Ash comics, unfortunately. Sorry, Sean. But when it comes to this, look, I think what they're going to do is this. I don't think that an 80s Flash. I don't think that they are removing anybody from the first act. I don't, because there's no point. And I don't think they're removing anyone from obviously the second act and the middle of the fucking movie. But I think when it comes to the third act, when you're talking about the ending where he's supposed to see Keaton and Kaye and wonder, holy shit, where am I now? that is going to be cut out.
Yeah.
That is already been cut out and that's gone. And now they're trying to figure out what scene, and they probably already know what scene that they're going to film to kind of round out that movie. Because if you're going through all this trouble to do that, then that tells me that this movie will be canon to whatever comes after, with the old chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. Because if it didn't matter, right? If you had no intention to have this movie along with Aquaman 2 connect to the DCU, connect to chapter 1 Gods and Monsters, then why would you go through all this? Why would you refilm these scenes? Cut out all these characters. It shouldn't fucking matter.
True.
You know what I mean? Like you could just leave it knowing that, like, I'm never, like, as James Gunn, you could say, I'm never going to return to this iteration of these characters ever again, and just move on, because you're not going to get a film that connects to this for like another 3 years. So I think because of that, because of the fact that they are making these changes, then that to me tells me that this film will connect to the DCU moving forward.
Yes, continuity matters in everything.
It matters to me, I'll tell you that. Night for Life writes, this is just a wet dream thought, but imagine him running into Jack Nicholson Joker. That'd be fucking cool. And he's still alive too. I mean,
he's old as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can de-age him. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool to see Jack Nicholson's Joker. But
what if they do Heath Ledger's Joker?
No, they won't do that. I don't think so.
That's true.
I think, to be honest, I think that if it's going to be anybody, it's going to be a Christopher Reeve Superman, or it could be Adam West, because that'd be kind of a kind of almost like a campy, funny, like what the fuck scene. Like if Adam West and Robin just came driving up in the Batmobile, and he's like, "What the hell?" And that's kind of where it ends. Like, oh shit. Because, I mean, this is James Gunn. You know what I mean? So he might do something where it's kind of off the wall. Like, whoa, what the hell? And then just to kind of let you know that, yeah, he's still lost in the multiverse.
Yeah. And he'll never be found.
Yeah, he may never be found ever again. You know what I mean? They're like, get out of here with that. So here's that tweet that I was talking about from the direct. Let's take a look at the comment section. I don't believe their daily stories. It's the greatest movie ever. Now 2 characters have been cut. I mean, that's the thing, though, is that it still could have been a good movie, but now they're having to make changes for it to fit continuity.
They've been making several changes for years now, feels like.
Yeah, over here. Sorry, Miss Jackson writes, if Gunn doesn't reply about dumping Keaton this late in the game, you know it's true. And it will be unfair to Keaton. That means WBD screwed him over again. So it's true in the sense that, like, he hasn't responded to that. So yeah, it could easily be that he's taking him out. That's like not even a question. Sonny Atwell writes, James Gunn, any truth to this? He's asking James Gunn. He's not going to reply, obviously.
Yeah.
But good. As much as I love Keaton, I don't want to see him as the main Batman. He's too old.
Yeah.
He's
and
too old.
my friend Diana, Wonder Woman animated world, says makes sense. Original Hamadaverse, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and Keaton forming a new jail. Seeing as DCU is going a different route, it makes sense for WW, probably means Wonder Woman.
WW, yeah.
To be seeing as she's most likely getting recast. Oh my god, she hates Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman.
Well, but also too, you got to remember too, Grace Randolph doesn't like James Gunn because he's called her out before. Yeah. So she's quick to tell anyone.
She doesn't like Henry Cavill either.
As the top or Twister, yeah, they can easily do that too. But I really hope that this film is not just a fucking train wreck from the moment it starts, where all of a sudden you're just like, oh god, as you're watching it, like, oh no, oh yeah. But I mean, look, I'm still gonna see The Flash. I think they have something going on there that I really want to check it out. But I mean, man, I don't know. It sounds like they're just stripping this movie down to its bare bones. So take it for what it's worth, you know?
Yes.
So we know that ending is probably going to change. Okay.
Probably.
But I think that if Gal's in the movie in the first act, you can keep her there because if she's in Shazam, you can keep her in the Flash, and then when you reset at the end of the Flash, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter at that point. So really, there's no need to take her out of the fucking movie, unless you really, really need to, you know.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion on that shit. But okay, so let's talk about what's this here. Well, more news on the Flash. Okay, so let's go to this tweet right here. So we know now, breaking the Flash. I can't even talk. The Flash's movie trailer for the Super Bowl will be at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. That's like right when the fucking game starts, I think. Oh no, it's up to 4:30, so it'll be 2 hours into it. So
it's gonna confuse so many players of why Keaton's back and what's going on.
Yeah, but I mean, look, like we can all agree that like Keaton coming back should have just been a one-off. It shouldn't have been more than that. And I think that's what Gunn has done is that he's changed his appearance back to a one-off. Like, he's in this movie, but you're not going to see him again in the greater DCU moving forward.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to keep him around as like this like Nick Fury character. I don't think they're going to keep him around as a Batman Beyond or whatever. No, I think he'll be in this movie, and then when he leaves his universe, you will never see him again.
Yeah,
I think that's what it should have been from the start. It shouldn't have been anything else but that. But basically 4 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's Eastern time, Pacific time. Sorry, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, exactly. The Richard, aloha mates. Want to check out the Flash? What's up, the Richard? Good to see you, but I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Juan says it has to be deeper than resetting the universe. They were mad at Henry for not shaving his mustache. Yeah, but I mean, look, it sucks because like if he did film a cameo, we're not going to see it. Like, I wonder what that cameo was. I would love to see what that scene was supposed to be.
I mean, we already know who the villain is of that cameo and what the score. Oh wait, no, wrong thing.
No, we don't know the score. Yeah, we thought we did.
Yeah,
but look, like I said, I recently read Wonder Woman, Woman of Tomorrow, and I mean, look, I'm sorry, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I just recently read that series, and I think that to me, I didn't see Sasha Kaye playing that role. I didn't.
Same,
but the logistics of all that is, if you don't stay with Sasha Kaye, right? If you recast your own Supergirl and you recast her as a blonde-haired white girl, people might get pissed about that because now you're removing a person of color. So, I mean, there's a good chance that it's going to be another person of color playing that role, which is fine, but you never know. You never know how they're going to react to that kind of shit. Could be.
It could be.
But the Flash trailer is going to release during the Super Bowl. They're paying a shit ton of money for that, and it sounds like they're putting a lot of marketing behind this as well. So, which is interesting because it's becoming like a Frankenstein of a movie. But maybe it,
Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary. There you go.
Oh my, Justice League.
So that's what we have on the Flash. Okay, so let's see here. The other thing I want to talk about was Constantine 2. Now, the thing with Constantine 2 is that it's constantly Constantine.
Not a pun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gone from it's canceled to it's not canceled to it's canceled, and then WB saying no, it's not canceled. It's still active. Okay, so this would not surprise me if it does not move forward. Okay. And I'll tell you why. So let me go ahead and pull this up. This is from what? Fandom, Get Fandom, whatever. I don't fucking know. I just found this right now. Now, the Richard, I agree. Constantine 2, let's do Elseworlds. And I agree. That's where it should go. It should be an Elseworld story, right?
Don't just say the word multiple times, and not do anything with it. They actually do something.
Well, but here's the thing is that with the fact that James Gunn has taken over and they're trying to this is right here a DC reshuffle, I think that I don't see James Gunn continuing with DC Elseworlds. I think he only created that because he inherited, the Batman and the Joker franchise. So he kind of, adopted that just to sort of say, okay, this is what we're going to do. It's an Elseworlds. It's not connected. So the general audience knows that this is an Elseworlds story. Plus, that also defines that Pattinson will never be in the DCU. Like, he'll never be with Superman, with Wonder Woman, anything else like that. He's on his own universe.
Yeah.
So I don't see. This is where I think the problem lies with Constantine too, is that this was greenlit by DeLuca and Abney. Okay, it's before James Gunn took over. He greenlit this. Now, if you greenlit this 20 years ago, 10 years ago, well, maybe not 10, but if we greenlit this a long time ago, this wouldn't have been that big of a deal because there really was no DC universe established.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're all right?
Yeah, sorry, I accidentally hit my mic. I did a alley for a sec.
What's up, Prima?
Hey, what's up?
But okay, I just don't see how this film. Like, look, I would love for Keanu Reeves Constantine to be the main Constantine of the DCU. I just don't see it happening, and I think that James Gunn is probably saying, "Hey, holy shit! Like, why'd you guys greenlight this shit when I'm trying to reboot this whole fucking universe?
Why'd you do that?
And now I gotta fucking deal with this shit." And I'm sorry, dude. I love the movie Constantine, but if you watch that movie, to me, it is not in the same universe as even like BVS. It's like, no, this is a standalone movie. This is not connected to anything, and you can't even pretend that it is.
Yeah.
What's up, Taladia?
Hey, Taladia.
DeLuca and Abney should have been the ones to run DCU. I mean, it's possible, possibly, but I mean, who knows, dude? Who knows what they would have done if they were made the heads of DC Studios? I designed fan-made tabletop game. Yeah. And Constantine was so cool and many creatures that I adore. I like Reeves. He's not proper, though. It's a fun movie. Yeah, no, he's not like the most ideal pick for Constantine compared to like Matt Ryan, who did a great job with him on TV. Yeah. But I think he would do a good enough job with the role. And plus, it's Keanu Reeves. I mean, he brings some star power and some. He brings an audience.
What I think they were looking for, just star power.
Right.
We fought off like with John Wick and The Matrix and Bill and Ted and Super Pet.
But that's the thing too, is that like, when you look at Constantine 2, I think they came out and said, no, it's not being canceled. That's not true. I just think that right now there probably is no script. There probably is maybe a treatment, and they're not really moving.
They're just gonna wait for it to like die down. Like
exactly, they're gonna wait for it to die down. Because if you bring this up later on, next year, the year after, no one's gonna give a fuck. They're gonna be like, yeah, we figured that was dead. So
yeah,
just let it die, and then you announce that it's dead after.
Like whatever happened to that Steven Spielberg DC movie, like Black Hawk, that's dead.
That's dead.
Yeah.
What's up? I hope they do Constantine 2. I'd rather see that than another John Wick. Oh, John Wick's pretty fire. John Wick's pretty fire. I don't know about that. Levon says Constantine is meant to be a standalone, though. He is more associated with someone else like the Sandman, but I get the concern with the JL Dark situation. And that's the thing I was trying to say, Levon, is that because you're doing a Swamp Thing movie, towards the end of your chapter 1, that is going to lead on to Justice League Dark. And so it's like, wait, so is he going to be your John Constantine? If he's not, then why are you making this fucking movie? That's why I would say, why are you making this movie? I'm down to see it, but I'd rather it connect. So yes, and we still got Comic-Con this year, and I think Comic-Con is going to be, that's going to give you more casting information and who's directing these films when we get to that point. I don't think we're going to get new films. We might, but I think it's going to be more information and a deeper look into the films that he announced on this slate at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Your full-on May Reeves was star power. It's a beautiful thing, though not prop proof or
Pro?
proof or gun. Yeah, exactly. No, and I agree. I think that he's going to want to cast his own Constantine. I don't think he wants Keanu
Chris
Reeves
Pratt
as
for
Constantine.
Constantine.
I'm telling you right now, it would not surprise me if he cast Chris Pratt as Hal Jordan. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, God.
Gotta be Elseworlds because they'll have to get a Brit for Swamp Thing Constantine. Yeah, they do. He needs to have an accent. He has to have more of a grittier look. I'm sorry.
Did Keanu even have an accent in the first one?
No, he didn't. He did not have an accent at all.
Yeah.
It's a proper sorry. No, and there's a lot of better choices out there than Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is fire. I mean, I'm a fan of his, but I don't know. His Constantine was good, but I think you can find someone who would portray the character much better.
It can be better.
I also heard that Constantine himself can travel the multiverse, so technically you could possibly have him in the DCU if James is interested. I definitely agree with you, Levon. I definitely think that is a possibility that they could run with, where, when you do get the Constantine that shows up, it's Keanu Reeves, and everyone's like, whoa, But I think that'd be awesome. But yeah. I mean, at this point now, it's like you just got to get the ball rolling, you know what I mean, on whatever you're planning on doing. But I think that announcing that you're canceling projects is not a good way to do that, because people are so sick of seeing these projects get canceled. They're just like, dude, what is your plan? You talk about a plan, then you're canceling shit. But who knows? Actually, like the actor that played him in the series, yes. I would agree. I would definitely agree.
Yeah.
So let's talk about another topic. Which is the whole hashtag event. Okay, so on the 14th, Valentine's Day, there's going to be a hashtag event for hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix, or sell the Snyderverse to Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Now look, I was going to go into all those pictures and talk about all that shit. I'm not going to do that because it's just in poor taste, I think. Yeah. Look, there's a lot of I have said that I think that if it does happen, that's awesome. I'd be all for it. But I haven't been actively supporting that hashtag, but if it happens, it happens.
I have barely been supported. Barely been supporting the Restore the Snyderverse hashtag lately because it's just been so negative.
Well, I mean, but there's sort of Snyderverse. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but the Snyderverse is done. It's dead now.
It's not the same fandom as it was with the release of the Snyder Cut. It's not.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
But look, I'll say this. On 214, look, there are people that are part of this this hashtag event. That are supporting this hashtag and pushing this hashtag that are really good people. And I talked to a few of them, and they're doing what they can because they think that this is a very positive thing, and they want it to be a positive thing, and that's great. And so that's why I say, on 214, they'll have my support on that. But there are a lot of people that I don't get along with, that are supporting this hashtag, that I don't care for, that I don't have any respect for anymore. So that's why I don't really participate in this hashtag, because there's a lot of people that are part of it.
It's just making us look, kind of stupid doing this on Valentine's Day,
Well, you're doing it on 214, but that's...
Yeah, I get that, but
I mean, we got a better cut than 214, but it's just it's a number that's synonymous with the Snyderverse. So you look, you guys do what you got to do. But there's a lot of people that are a part of that I don't have much respect for whatsoever. And they've done a lot of things, said a lot of things, and they have harassed and called people names that I don't really particularly like. And so, that's why I sort of I'm just staying out of this one. If it happens, I'm stoked. If it doesn't, oh well. I didn't think it was going to happen anyway. But hey, like I said, there are good people that are in that are a part of this, this group that is really pushing this hashtag. And so for that, I hope it happens, and I'll support those individuals.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, I'm sorry. Like the image I was telling you about, like you mean to tell me that you fucking stood there all day with that shit? I guarantee you did. I guarantee that he got out of the car, took a picture, got back in the car, and left.
Yeah. He got someone to no. He brought a tripod with him.
I don't know who the fuck he had. But if you do that shit, then you're just doing this for clout because you want recognition, and that's just dumb. We're adults here. Figure it out. Just got to figure it out. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all. I'm not even going to show the image because I think it's a stupid image, and all the other images that were like made from it. It's
like the AI shit, like that's been going around. Did you see that one?
No. Oh yeah, that one. That was creepy. I was like,
weird.
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
You could basically make your own sequels with that.
I know. It's fucking crazy, man. I really don't get it. I think it's kind of creepy and weird, but it is what it is, dude. I don't know.
And like when Project Justice League was made, people were shitting on that, and like,
I mean, I would say not as bad though. I mean. Well, they were like, "Oh, there's Homodiverse characters." I was like, "Oh, fucking get over it, dude."
Yeah,
there's DC characters. Guys, that's gonna do it for the show. Those are all stuff that happened today. I want to ask you out here. The main topic was the Flash. Yes, I think we can both agree that they are going to redo the Flash. They are going to change the ending of the Flash, move some of these cameo scenes that was supposed to make it something else that it's no longer going to be. What the hell was that? You got Batman holding a trident?
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you smash the like button and hit the subscribe with the bell notification button so you're always notified of any content now without. I'm going to be recording another video later tonight. Hopefully have that up as soon as possible. I'll be live again tomorrow night on the 4 Nerds, on the 4 Nerds Network, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, over on the 4 Nerds Network channel. Act will be in the chat.
Yes.
And then, but we're also going to have Damien from
Damien Wayne?
Yeah, Damien Wayne. Damien, who runs the DC Comics News website and Twitter account. He's going to with us talking about all things DC, all that good shit.
Yeah, because you guys haven't had like a special guest.
Well, now we have a guest. They're just on the panel with us.
Yeah.
We used to make it about the guests, and after a while, we're all right, let's stop the videos. But guys, like I said, smash that like button. See, this thing's very loud. It happens a lot. The music's too loud.
Too loud? What? Not that loud. For me, it isn't.
There, I lowered it even more. But guys, smash the like button, hit the subscribe with the bell notification button. We'll be live again. What is it going to be? Not Thursday, but Friday night. Saturday. We'll be live again. Essentially Saturday morning. We'll be live again to do the Last of Us watch party, episode 5 of The Last of Us. We'll be watching. What?
No, I said hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. You know it. We'll be popping the hot tub open and we'll be ready to rock.
What the fuck?
I don't know what I have that one for. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, be cool. Peace out. Say goodbye.
Like what you like. Don't like. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.